welcome back to the New Wave reality series where we talk about words, thoughts. Frequency, audio, comes out your mouth, has impact on everything that makes you who you are. It's about love, it's about peace, it's about unity. I do not believe... Is this thing on? It is on. I do not believe how infantish we are. Excuse me. I do not believe how embryo-ish we are. I just made those two words up. And I think that's why I'm gonna title this one Thoughts and Opinions. And even Identity Crisis. Maybe that's an even better title. Now I could easily go down the road of throwing some parables at you and cliche sayings, don't judge a book by its cover, and ain't that calling the kettle black, or ain't that the pot calling the kettle black. Be careful with what you choose to measure with, and throwing stones at glass houses. There's so many of them. But I just wonder sometimes, number one, if people really understand what that means and do they digest it. It's just ironic that all those things, all those sayings and parables are things that talk about you and what's going on with you and what's going on inside you. So in order to hear that parable and that phrase, that saying, you have to be willing to really take a look at yourself, It's not for you to use against other people. It's for you to use against yourself, because typically you and your ego and your consciousness and your level of knowledge and wisdom, which is insignificant, by the way, is your worst enemy. All those things make you your worst enemy. So instead of going down that route, I'll just take a trip down this road. I remember maybe 13 years ago, I think I thought about 4 things. And I think it's 5 now, but I'm gonna try to go through it. I'm just going off the top of my head. I think it was 4 things that make an individual who he or she is. So let's take one. One could be religion. 2 could be identity. And that's just talking about those that actually know their identity, like they know who they are. They know what their purpose is here. They know exactly what they want out of life and what they want to achieve. So that's one part of identity. Then there's the other small percentage of the ball of confusion, which is those that don't even know their identity or think they know their identity, but really they don't know who they are. So that's 2. That's just 2. And then you have race. Then you have culture. And then you have upbringing. Then you have gender. That's 6. We'll stop right there. That's 6 things all rolled in to one person. Can you imagine what it's like to dive into a relationship with anybody, a friend, someone that you're wanting to spend the rest of your life with, an intimate partner, or your family members. Do you understand what the evolution of that is? Like, you're trying to mesh 6 things. That's just 6, could be 7 or 8. You're trying to mesh 6 things that make you who you are against 6 things that make somebody else who they are. And you're trying to make it work. It's so challenging. And it's so difficult. Let me tell you where most of this derives from and why I am talking about this. What is going on with us to where if somebody doesn't agree with what we say, that means that they're dumb. Excuse me. Or it means they're stupid. Or it gives you some type of freedom to express yourself in a way that's damaging and insulting. Going back to the New Wave reality series of it all, remember, we talk about the impact of words and thoughts. What makes you think it's okay for you to insult me because I don't believe what you believe, or I don't agree with what you agree with, or because I'm not in the same circle you are. We have got to get through and over this notion that you have to be like me, or because what you think and the way you process things means you're beneath me and I'm superior. Nobody is better than anybody. I don't care what level you're on. At the end of the day, you're just a vapor. Like you go in the dirt. If you drop right now, you're in the dirt. You don't exist anymore. And no matter what accolades or what position you have in your career or how much money you have or what your culture is, whatever, you are so nothing. I'm nothing. We are supposed to travel this journey and get something out of it and add to the existence of the world, the realm of this dimension that's breathing, that's existing. Add to it. Add to what you're borrowing. You're borrowing a body to add to something that's big. It's a bigger picture involved. But you can't get mad. You can't be upset because somebody doesn't agree with you or believe the same things you believe, you know? I've seen so many things in the past, especially this year was a tumultuous, evil year in regards to the election, in regards to social media, and I can't even look at it because it messes me up, so I have to really separate myself from that. But the times when I've read news or if I've been on Twitter or something like that, and so many people will get mad if somebody doesn't agree with them, and they will insult, they will say, I want you to die. They will say something about their mother and their family members, and it's just disgusting, man. I don't want you to be like me. I don't want you to agree with most of what I say. You know? I want you to have your own thoughts. I want you to have your own opinions. I want you to have your own identity. I think that's a beautiful thing. Because if God made us all the same, it would be a boring life. Like, I don't see any art in that. I think the fact that we're all different and we're all given the freedom to express ourselves, the freedom to have a mind of our own, have an identity of our own, whether you've achieved that or not, but you have freedom. Like, that's color. That's color on a canvas to me. That's color on the canvas of life to me. I think that's great. But if I say something, or if you say something, or if you write something, and I don't agree with it, look, here's how it's supposed to go. That's not what I believe. But I respect that. I respect it. But I don't believe that. Even if it's something, and what's this whole thing? The whole thing about common sense. What's common to you? Like, what is actually common? I just gave you 6 things that make you who you are. Why is everybody else in the world supposed to be similar along the lines of those 6 things I just named? I don't have the same religion you have. I don't have the same identity you have. I may not be the same gender you are. I probably don't have the same upbringing you do. I might not be from the same era that you're from. You know what I'm saying? I have different hobbies. Like, I see life through a different lens based upon my journey and my trials. So that doesn't make me stupid. That doesn't make what you perceive to be common, that doesn't make that common. And as a matter of fact, I think we are getting really far away from what is deemed common sense. So before you go out there and you type something or you tell somebody that they're stupid, that they're dumb, what about you? What about your weaknesses? What if everybody knew your weakness and they said, you are weak, you are insignificant, you are dumb? How would that make you feel? Maybe you don't care, that's good. But most people do. And most people that do care, they're quick to judge and criticize somebody else who doesn't have the same strengths that they do. I'm strong in some areas that you're not probably strong in. But I'm very, very weak in some areas that you're probably really, really strong in. That's great. That's balance. Again, that's art. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, what I'm trying to say is we've got to stop insulting each other. We got to stop judging each other and measuring each other from our standards. We shouldn't even be judging and measuring people from other people's standards. Let everybody be who they want to be. Let everybody exist the way that they want to exist. And it's okay. It's okay if you want to believe in whatever religion. It's okay if you want to support whatever politician you want to support, or whoever you supported for the presidency. There are people that I don't agree with why they voted for who they voted for. I don't think they're dumb. Who they are is who they are. What their journey is their journey. I don't know what their journey is. I don't want to know. Personally, I don't care. I don't care. I care about people existing in a positive way regarding the affirmation of love and peace and unity. But and I care, I care about you if something's wrong. But your life is your life. Who you voted for is who you voted for. How you choose to walk is how you choose to walk. The color you see in the sky, that's whatever color you want to see. Somebody out there sees the color orange when they look at the sky. Cool, that's awesome. I wanna relate to you. I want to talk to you. I want to get inside your mind. Why do you think that? Awesome. And then when I relate to you, and then when we have the conversation, if I still don't see it as orange, guess what? I just don't see it orange. But it doesn't make you stupid. It doesn't make you weird. It doesn't make you not bright. It doesn't mean that your mother should get, screwed. It doesn't mean that I want you to die. It just means that you're different, and that's okay. But we can exist, though. The anger and the feeling of fire and the rage that people have inside because people don't agree is just so old. It's so old, and it's time to be different. It's time to evolve into something different. It's time to identify and relate to something different. Who are you? Like, what are your problems? Cool. That's okay, because I got a lot of problems too. I got a lot of issues. And somebody would judge me based upon the things that I say, the things that I do. And they will anyways, and I'm cool with that. But we've got to get away from insulting each other, judging each other, and we got to just learn how to exist with one another, no matter what your color is. Again, when I talk about audio waves, I've shown you in all these videos, these audio waves, these frequencies coming and emanating off your mind, like it doesn't have anything to do with color. It doesn't have anything to do with color. It has nothing to do with race and culture and class of money. Like, it's all about power. Like, you have power and freedom to do and say what you want to say, to create the world you want to live in. But why would you want to create a world and a reality where you insult other people because they don't look and act like you and they don't think the same way you do? Because with that measurement, you are creating your own reality. And you're creating a reality where you're constantly being measured. And that's going to make you an even worse person anyways. So with all that measuring and all that judging and all that insulting and just being so angry and upset because somebody doesn't think like you and they're totally opposite of you, I don't care if they like evil, even if they're evil people, let them be evil. It's cool. What's it got to do with you? Let them be evil. You be light. Let them be darkness. Because while you're sitting there existing and being light, you're going to emanate and illuminate others. That's going to cancel out that darkness. You see what I'm saying? It ain't got nothing to do with you attacking. Don't stop attacking people. Attack you. Attack you and make yourself a better person. Stop measuring people. Stop judging people. Stop insulting people. All right, that's too long. That's going to do it for this one. Don't forget to subscribe. And, of course, feel free to email me at ricoramon@hotmail.com. Take care and have a good day.